I hope that was in.
Oh, I want to hear what I sound like. Do I sound?
Okay, yes.
Okay, yeah. Sounds right. Fuck off, Matt.
You know, the truth hurts sometimes, Spencer.
Oh, we have 5 people watching.
Wow,
Lit.
that's great. You keep mentioning that, more and more people are going to leave.
All right, someone give me a 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3.
What?
I hate you. Matt, give me a countdown.
Go.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of the DSM podcast. My name is Spencer, and today I'm joined by my 2 friends, Dylan and Matt.
Sup, I am Matt.
I'm Dylan.
I guess you could consider us some average pro gamers.
Average
Above
pro.
average.
Yes.
we spend quite a amount of time playing video games, so even though we may not be the best, we do have a great time doing so.
I am the
Not
best.
not with that attitude.
Today, we are going to be talking about some upcoming games that we are all looking forward to later this year. For example, some of them will be Destiny 2. I mean, obviously it's already out on the console, but we play on the PC because we're not plebs, if you know what I mean. But yes, Destiny 2 on the PC. Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. Let's see. We've also got Red Dead Redemption, which I know a lot of us are all looking forward to. And then we're also going to sort of compare Destiny to a good old competitor, Anthem. So, yeah. Why don't we start it off with some Star Wars? So, obviously, this past week was the beta. What did you guys think of it?
Thought it was
liked
pretty
it.
good. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I can say that I definitely liked it a lot more than the first one quite a bit.
I don't know. Oh, the battle. Yeah.
it was-
Okay.
It was definitely better than the first one. I think they might have a problem with replayability, though, honestly.
Yeah,
That's
the first
one thing.
The first one definitely struggled a lot.
And
with that.
I'm not too sure if they fixed that. They added loot crates, which basically every single game in the world has now.
Seems like a lot of games are resorting
And
to
they're
that.
because it's good for microtransactions and other things like that. But I'm not too sure. I think this game is going to be great to start off with. I think everybody's going to have a lot of fun. But a month or two down the line, I'm not too sure.
They said
about
they're focusing heavily on the campaign because the first one lacked.
Yeah, which definitely
I
was
do know-
something
it.
that appealed
With
to a lot of people.
Yes.
You know, I remember when I played the original Battlefronts. You know, when I was a little kid, I played the campaign quite a bit, even if it was probably pretty shitty. You know,
Yeah.
I still loved hopping into the campaign.
I love
But
the original Battlefronts.
Yeah, at the same time, back then I played online, but you know I was just a little kid, so.
And
you
they
know.
brought back the Space Wars. Those
Yeah,
were-
that
That is,
too.
I'm so
Bringing-
excited about that.
That
That's
is definitely a
when
major
we were playing that.
plus.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah,
The space.
I-
It just
I
seems
also-
like there wasn't a lot of people playing that though, for some reason.
yeah,
We couldn't find a game.
yeah, and it also seemed like the PC crowd. Well, at least this happened with the first Battlefront a lot. You know, the PC crowd died.
It
after,
died.
like 2 months
super
of the
fast.
game. Like they went from like 10,000 to 15,000 players online every day down to like just a couple hundred online. So
Yep.
that definitely worries me quite a bit. And seeing how, you know, I've already gotten the game on the computer. I've already paid for it, so I'm hoping it pays off. You know, and it's a long lasting game. But you know, like Matt said, I feel like, you know, with every game, you know, you can't get a full 100+ hours of gameplay out of every single game. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Definitely a lot of improvements so far from what we've seen from the beta than the first one.
I am really excited about that single player campaign though, because I don't know if you guys have seen the trailers for it, but it looks pretty nice. It looks
Yeah, I like
pretty good.
it a lot too. I am a little bummed that you can't play it with friends though.
Yeah, that is. It kind of sucks, but we're gonna have to find out because once
No,
again,
it said
it
single
does
player.
kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does
it
say
is single player,
But it should be a
but
lot
it
cooler.
looks a lot of fun, and not to mention since it's by the Empire's perspective, that looks
that'll be really cool too. And I'm hoping like they incorporate like the heroes and stuff a lot into
Oh yeah,
what you're doing.
oh they definitely will.
Speaking of heroes, I thought the heroes that we could play, at least in the beta so far, were awesome. I loved.
They were amazing.
I thought
it
they were
felt
all
like-
super fun.
Yes, it felt like Darth Maul, little too good
Yeah, a
on
little
some
too
parts
overpowered. Yeah,
compared to
especially-
Rey.
Especially when you walk inside that castle, you know, you get in a little tight quarters. You know, you just press F and go swan diving through, but everyone wants to have a little fun sometimes, feeling a little overpowered.
Me
Other than
personally,
that,
I was all about the battle bots.
Yo, rocket droids. Ooh.
They were all I did. They were the best. Best of the best. They were cheap.
and
So if you're good enough, you got a battle bot, and you could get one as soon as you died again.
the way they dealt with the heroes was definitely a lot better than the first one as well. Like the whole, the first one, it was like the random pickup on the map, so you could just be totally sucking the whole game. Like you're going like 0-15, have no kills, and then what do you know? I just happened to stumble upon this little token that gives me the hero, and they die right off the bat and do nothing for your team. Whereas if in this one is more similar to the old Battlefronts, to where, if you're doing really good on your team, you get to play as the hero. I also not even just with the heroes, but now everything goes by that point system. Definitely a lot better than the whole random pickup. Yeah, the whole pickup was
much better.
And I do like the space edition, like the soul, like because I remember in the first one they had space fighting, but like it was mixed into.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You'd hop
they didn't
out.
they didn't have soul, like a soul space mode like they do in the second one. Whereas they still have it in this second one as well. I think it's called Walker Assault. That's the game mode. They still have ships that you can fly, but nobody really does it because it's not nearly as much fun. Whereas if you go into just the Soul like space battle version, it is definitely a lot better.
It is just there's some AI in it, but it just makes it feel I guess a little bit better. But it
just makes it seem like you're in that like Star Wars battle that you see in the movies and stuff. Lasers are flying everywhere. Yeah, especially when you go first person. I thought that was super sick when you went in first person.
Oh, it just really
it puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage, but the immersion was just oh my god, it was so man, was it nice. I was just like, man, I feel like I just got casted in the movie.
It was definitely really fun, and the immersion
sounds,
of it.
Yes, the sounds of it, even just when you first fly in the TIE Fighter and you hear that whooshing from the air, and I was just like, oh man, it just brought me back to, when I was little watching Star Wars all the time, and I was just like, oh man, that I feel like is a big selling point of the game. Yeah, it's just how much it relates to the movies.
Like, just imagine VR. Think about that.
Yeah, that'd be really sick.
That'd be sick.
I haven't really gotten into VR stuff as much. I don't know.
I haven't gotten into much either.
I feel like that probably will get a lot bigger, but people are saying that's like the future of like what games will be, but
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just don't see it happening. Like the amount of stuff that you need to make that accessible is just really
it's hard. Crazy. You need a lot of space and everything like that.
Yeah, what is it? It's the Oculus Rift, right? Where you have to actually like put up sensors in your room and stuff.
No, that's the
HTC Vive. Right? Yeah, that one especially. You need like your own personal room just for the HTC Vive. Don't get me wrong; it'd be sick getting to see Star Wars
like in
person like that. But it will never be at like a competitive scene of like playing games, like actually trying really hard to do well as like consider a mouse and keyboard. Another thing with the heroes in Star Wars, they did add like the heroes from the newer movies, so from like Force Awakens. Like in the beta, we got to play as Rey, and it was just Rey, right? Just Rey.
Just Rey, but they're releasing Kylo as well.
Yeah, which I know Dylan over here is very thankful. That's his boy.
Dylan is.
I've got 3 separate lightsabers of his.
So I thought that was really cool. Even if it doesn't fit the timeline, what map we're playing, it's a little.
So
do you think they're gonna fix that?
When are you guys going to begin taking questions from the audience?
Never. God damn it.
That's a great
question. We're not doing it right now.
Never. As soon as
from the audience, from our one.
As soon as we get big, the Poo-Tang's gonna be rolling in.
Basically, we're gonna have just Poo-Tang to the left, Poo-Tang to the right. It's how it's gonna work, really.
But one thing that I really love about the game is just the size of the maps, and they did a really good job of just creating the Star Wars experience. Like I literally felt like I was on the battle of Naboo when I was fighting, and like I love how you get to play as like droids now, because I believe in the first one you only got to play as either the rebels or stormtroopers, right?
I
Think so.
believe so. Well, there might have been droids. I'm not too sure. I don't remember.
I don't think you could play as him. I think you
I don't
fought
think you
against
could
him.
play as
But
him. Yeah, but I loved how you got to play as droids now because, like, I don't know, it just felt really cool being able to like, oh hey, look, I'm a droid, and like the voice lines and all that. It just felt really cool. I do. Oh, maybe this might come out in the full game, but I'm hoping. You know, like the droidicas or whatever, the things that roll and then they have the shields that pop out. You know what I'm talking about? They have a.
oh yeah.
How sick would it be to get to play as one of those?
That would be.
Oh,
I remember playing that as Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
So
they did
fun.
have them in Battlefront 2.
Yeah, that was like.
I remember that. Oh man, that would be so sick. I hope they put that in the original game. Oh man, or the full game. That would be sick.
Yeah.
And then they had the other game mode, which was what was it, 8v8 or 12v12?
Oh yeah. It was. I think it was 8v8.
Strike. Is that what it was called? Strike.
Oh,
yeah,
skirmish.
Skirmish.
No, skirmish is from Overwatch.
Yeah, Strike.
That one was really cool.
I thought it was cool, but it's
the balancing.
Definitely did not have the wow factor that the other two modes had.
Yeah,
was the thing. Just because you're on a way smaller map, you're enclosed a lot, so you got a lot more closer gunfights, and it seemed like I don't know about you guys, but I was getting team shot. Like
it felt like that for me too. Where there were some points where I had to I would have to shoot somebody, then completely run because it felt like everybody was with their team 24/7.
Yeah,
and
so
it was just how the map was.
I watched some other people playing, and apparently there's like certain positions that you had to like just like hold down on the map, and then you would just totally like
destroy them.
Everyone else,
yeah. That's what I definitely felt.
One of them was like, you know how the people would get on the castle area where you spawned as the rebels or whatever? The like castle thing that the one people would glitch on top of? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
So apparently if you got on top of that, you could see all the way over to the stormtrooper spawn. And you can like literally just place the specialist class and just snipe them down. Which, oh yeah, that's a good question. What was your guys' favorite class to play as?
Specialist.
Assault for me.
Oh. Hunter
I'm gonna have to agree with Dylan. Mine was definitely the specialist.
We have a question from the chat. What are some big differences that you noticed from Battlefield 1? Yeah, Battlefield. Is it Battlefield or Battlefront? Battlefront 1 when you play Battlefront 2.
Okay, when I
a lot more smooth.
One beta, I was amazed with that too. But that was also when we didn't have time to like fully
immerse
play the game a ton. But we
just
saw Star Wars, we saw lasers. We're like, oh my god, this is sick as fuck. Like,
yeah. That is one thing, though, also that they are losing because of that. Because there's already a Battlefield game or Battlefront game out. True. Now, not everybody's in WoW anymore. Yeah, exactly. Like everyone's like, no, it's already been done.
A little higher.
Yeah, and because Battlefront 1 didn't do so well, it did good.
Yeah,
but it ended quite fast.
Comparing just the betas, I'd say they're quite similar gameplay wise. Like the gameplay, the gunplay, and all that, and the grenades, like the core mechanics of the game are the same.
Pretty similar.
If you're moving from Battlefront 1 to Battlefront 2, and you didn't like how you aimed in, or you didn't like how the guns were, or any of that,
it's basically the same.
You're not going to like Battlefront 2, because the gunplay and all that is exactly the same as the first one. But if you're one of those people like us who just, thought it fell a little short due to lack of content, or just not that much replayability, I feel like this one definitely improved on quite a bit of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What was your favorite hero to play as?
Darth Maul.
Mine Darth Maul. Darth Maul.
Me personally, if you count him as a hero, like I said, it was the BattleBots for me.
I know. Yeah, Matt over here. I wouldn't even save up for the heroes. I always save up for the hero. Darth Maul, man. If you when you got inside the castle thing after the MTT would blow up the doors, there was just no stopping you. I remember I dove into a room with like 15 people, and I killed like 11 or 12 of them. Then I dove out of there because you have like a dash ability, but it gives you 2 charges, which is OP. So you can just dive in there, slash around, and it like auto locks onto your enemies. So you can just slash, and then dive on out of there, regen your health, and go back in just like that.
Oh yeah, I was a big fan of the B2 BattleBots again, the rocket droid, mainly because it just fit my playstyle. I love to move around. I love to rocket around really fast, flank people. People won't even notice that you're behind them because you can get behind them so fast. Like By the time you're using your rocket jump, you already have your rocket dash ready, and it was just perfect mixing.
How did you guys feel about the guns? Granted, it is just the beta, so that
There
most
wasn't that
likely
many guns in
for
there.
each class, I'm sure that's probably not the whole selection.
I definitely felt there was a difference in guns. Like I felt like some guns were really, really weak and like almost probably never going to be used. Like I don't know if you guys got your hands on the second assault gun that you can unlock in the beta, but it was very fast firing, but very weak and had almost no range. So unless you were going to barrel stuff them, you weren't gonna do much damage to them, and you had to land most of your shots.
I'm gonna be honest. I played as assault a little at the beginning, just because it was like I figured it was the most basic class to play as. But after that, I played solely specialist, and I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even touch the captain, or what was it? Was it the captain or general class or whatever?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I didn't even officer.
Officer, that's what it was. I didn't even touch that because it just didn't interest me whatsoever. Like when I was playing, I was just like, I'd fought against them and I was like, what do they do? You know, they're weak. They have a little dinky pistol, and then the only cool thing they could do is put up a turret. But I'm going to be honest with you, the turret wasn't even that hard to kill. You just peek out from a corner and shoot it a couple times and it's dead.
Yeah,
so, it was one thing that did.
He is a big support class.
Yeah, he does help out your team, so I don't know if that, if you're playing like a team comp, that would definitely help you quite a bit. But one thing that definitely irked me was people playing heavies. I feel like that definitely needed some reworking. I just feel like their gun shoots way too far for...
Yeah, for a heavy, that's kind of crazy.
They have
this much they can outgun specialists.
Yeah, they can shoot just as far as me, who's a sniper class, and yet they have a fully automatic heavy machine gun. And they're shooting just almost not as accurate, but pretty damn close, and still hitting me.
With a shield on them.
Yeah, with a shield as well. So here I am, either having to put in extra rounds to take down their shield, and then having to reload to kill them, or getting lucky and shooting them in the knee. Like, God, this isn't Skyrim out here. Took an arrow to the knee. They're taking multiple to the knee now. They definitely bugged me. I think I'm not sure. I don't know if DICE said they are reworking them. I'm sure they are going to make changes from the beta to the full game. But yeah, I thought overall, it was a pretty solid beta. It hooked me a lot. I know we all played quite a few hours into it each night.
Oh yeah.
I know Dylan definitely liked the ships the most.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
We used mouse and keyboard most of the time, but when we were flying ships, Dylan, you used a controller.
And I owned.
It was because of the joystick. That was basically it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of controller, so I don't know if I was. I don't know. I stay with the mouse and keyboard. Just I can't use a controller to save my life anymore. But it definitely showed up with you because you were killing us every single time in the space battles. I didn't get to play as the heroes very much in space just because I thought it was really hard to build up points in the space battles.
Yeah.
And even if I did, I seemed like I'd get the points, but I wouldn't get it to the very end of the match. So I would get the badass hero ship or whatever, but I'd get it for 45 seconds, and then the game's over.
Either die or game's over.
Yeah. I also really like the mod system on the guns. I don't know, did they have that in the first Battlefront? Did they have mods on the guns?
On the guns?
I
believe so. I
don't know if your assault class used it, but Dylan, I know you and I used the 3-round burst on the sniper, which I thought was OP. I thought it was super sick because you could snipe. You could still snipe with a 3-round burst, and then it also gave the ability to burst people down at a short to medium range with it. So I really liked the mod system. I don't remember if they had that in the first Battlefront or not.
I think they did.
I want to say it was an unlock system, though. I didn't think you actually put mods on the gun.
I don't think you modded guns. I think you just got better guns.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do that too. They have quite a bit more guns. It is hard though. I don't know how they incorporate so many guns into the Star Wars universe. Because if I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know that many guns that are in Star Wars. You look at your stormtrooper with your basic blaster and a lightsaber, which is
yeah.
But I'm sure you do more history into the lore.
Obviously, they do a lot more research.
Yeah.
They got to make a game. So.
Overall, I'm gonna say I thought it was a really good beta. They're with DICE, who's a great company for making games. They made obviously all the Battlefield games. I do like the system. I feel like it is a bit of a Battlefield Star Wars edition. So. Here's what I thought. I thought the first Battlefront felt like Battlefield with Star Wars skins on it. I feel like this one though is its own entity. I feel like this is Battlefront. I don't feel like it's a skin of a game, because I don't know about you guys, but I felt the first one was kind of just like Battlefield with some skins on it. But this one has definitely surprised me. It feels like a full on its own thing. With all the stuff they've added. I didn't see any humongous changes, but the small changes that they did make, I really liked a lot.
Yeah, I really agree about that. Especially the biggest improvement was the point system, like we were talking about by far.
And I like the loot crate system. I love games that do the loot crates. I don't mind if this one might be a little controversial though, due to you can get star cards out of the loot boxes, which star cards are like in game, like give you a trip mine or gives you plus 5% recool on your abilities and stuff. So I don't know if that's going to be a heated topic for debate when the game comes out. I assume it probably will, because people always find something to complain about. Every game that has something like that. But that's why, when you look at a game like Overwatch, they do the loot crate system so well because their loot crates are solely cosmetic, They're not giving you anything that's going to make your character better than the person you're playing against, especially in a PvP game, which, means everything when you're, I have a grenade, his grenade recharges 10 seconds quicker than mine, so I don't know. I feel like that's definitely going to be a topic for debate, but I don't see it being that game-changing is the thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the star cards, at least in the beta from what we saw, I don't think it was impacting our gameplay that much. I used the base ones the whole entire game. I didn't swap out like for the trip mine or anything like that.
Yeah, I used the base ones as well. Yeah.
I think what did affect it though was the ones that gave me like the cooldowns, like 10% cooldown on your blaster rifle when you reload, stuff like that. I think that will be the ones that have an impact on the game. I don't think the ones that give you a different grenade or something like that will be that big of an issue. Or they could avoid that problem with, just giving you a ton of loot, making it super easy to get loot boxes. So no one argues, be like,
I felt like it was actually real. I still, after playing the beta for a little bit, I was a little bit confused on how you even got the loot boxes.
Yeah, so
it was a little bit confusing.
We could only level up to level 10 in the beta. I'm assuming, I don't know.
And you didn't get a loot box every level.
Yeah. I did. I thought you did.
I only got around in probably a total of 3, 4 loot boxes actually earned, and I had to buy the other ones using the...
I'm not sure of that, but after each match, so here's how, after each match, it gives you a currency. I think it's star credits is what it is.
Yeah.
It'll give you like 150 star credits or 100 star credits after the game. And then it costs, I think, what was it, 1,100?
Yeah.
1,100 star credits. So you build up star credits from playing the games, and you get to buy the loot box. And so I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. It'll probably be the same.
So still, that's about, you get one loot box every, like, what, 8
10
games?
Depending,
something like that.
Depending on how much it gives you. I think it depends also how well you do in the game.
Yeah.
But, I kind of like that because it gives you another thing to keep playing the game for. I think that's what they were thinking about, was like,
Definitely.
We need this game, and we lost so many people right off the bat. We need to find something that's going to keep the player base be like, oh, why do you still play this game? Oh, I play because I really want that sick 5% cooldown on my jetpack or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Destiny 2 is having the same problem right now.
Yeah, and then also this week the new Star Wars trailer came out. It's ungame related, but since we're talking about Star Wars, I am
it was
hyped for it now.
Amazing. It looked so good.
Yeah, and with Luke and all that back in it, that was just when he was like, it shows
Dylan,
his robotic
what did you think about it?
What?
Oh,
sorry.
Way to toot it, man. Way to be a professional podcast.
I'm doing like I'm actually messing with settings with the podcast, so eat a dick.
I could tell. The Star Wars trailer.
I thought it was cool. I liked it a lot. They didn't. I don't think they really spoiled much with it.
But they gave away.
Yeah, because I heard some
good scenes.
Yeah, I heard some arguments on Twitter of people who were getting pretty heated, being like that they were spoiling too much. But at the same time, they need to get people hyped for the movies.
Yeah.
I don't know though. At the same time, though, it is Star Wars. Like, do you really need much hype to get hyped about Star Wars?
Like, if you saw the last scene, I'm like with Kylo. Putting his hand out. I can almost guarantee you.
Yeah, she's not.
No way, she's not gonna do it. Yeah. But we all just from doing that, you can see like there's gonna be a huge confrontation, and just from watching the trailer. You can make a pretty good inference that, sorry everybody, if you see the trailer, you can kind of infer this that Leia is probably going to die.
Yeah, that too, especially with her actors.
You can just see their faces in it, yeah.
She finished the movie.
Yeah, she finished the movie, but so maybe they do keep her alive, but how do they explain that in the third one as the thing?
Maybe she did die, and then they get CGI her dead.
Yeah, I hope they kind of do kill her off, just because I feel like that'll be a better way.
Yeah.
I don't know, though, because that might mess with the storyline they've already had, though,
There's a teaser to her kind of dying in it.
Yeah. But I love how they have those characters in Battlefront now. Like, I thought, even though I feel like it definitely took a lot more skill, but Rey was a pretty cool hero to play as well.
Yeah, but I don't know how they're going to incorporate Finn in it. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to be like a blaster
I don't know
guy.
either. I think he's just going to be more of like a Han Solo-ish, but a little bit different, because I saw in the trailer he's fighting Captain Phasma, which I thought looked sick with the big shock.
That did look really sick.
And I was like,
I think he's gonna get his ass kicked.
His ass kicked.
Yeah, his ass kicked.
Hey, you gotta get your ass kicked every once in a while, guys. All right.
Wielding a lightsaber. He's gonna be in the game too. He's in Battlefront as well. I don't know what they're gonna have him wield in the game. What are you thinking? Like just a blaster, or
that's all he used?
Yeah, he used a lightsaber at the end of the movie.
Yeah, for like a minute.
Obviously, not gonna have him use a lightsaber thing, because they already have Rey using the lightsaber. But so I feel, they're probably. What abilities do you think they'd give him though? Because he's not like he's anything special. He's just a normal, everyday dude who shoots a. Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe shit.
Probably some like shield thing. They might make him like a heavy
hero, maybe,
or like a heavy hero who has like a shield, like a pop a shield all around himself, something like that. One hero that we did not get in the first Battlefront that I think would be so sick is
Jar Jar.
Chewbacca.
Jar Jar. Shut the fuck up.
What are you talking about? That's the real. That's he's gonna come and kill everyone in the end. You just wait.
Yeah, you guys just wait.
But on a serious note, Chewbacca. Where's Chewbacca?
We have Wookiee warriors.
Yeah, we have Wookiees, but no Chewbacca, man.
What are those? What are the tiny little dudes?
Ewoks.
They need them.
That's
with their
what I'm
catapults.
saying. I want to play as an Ewok,
I remember Battlefront 2 on Ewoks.
Yes, yes, it was so much fun playing as an Ewok. Yeah. Yes, it was so much fun. Where are my Ewok gameplay at?
Yeah,
that was
true.
So sick having Ewok. I remember in the first one you could play on Endor. You could see the Ewoks. You couldn't play as them though. I was like, come on, man. Where is my Ewok gameplay at? I want to be a little fluffy dude who hucks. I don't even know. What did they huck rocks at the Stormtroopers?
Yeah, they had rocks and like all those logs and everything like that.
But it bothered me because they were winning in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's like, what?
Stormtroopers are known for having quite terrible aim. So
what are you talking about?
You know what bothers me is like, what's the point?
After watching Dylan's gameplay, I can definitely tell.
Yeah, same. I've noticed that as well.
What are you saying?
What were you saying though, Dylan?
Well, like Stormtroopers, they wear all the armor, but like if you watch in the movies or in the game, they die in one shot. What's the point of the armor?
I wonder that as well.
Well, cool. I don't know actually.
I don't know. All right.
That's
so. What I've noticed though is this is a gaming podcast, and it's turning into a Battlefront 2 podcast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Why don't we move on then?
Yeah, move on to Battlefront 3. Let's see. What are we gonna think of next?
So the next game, that all of us, except for maybe Dylan, I know Matt and I are very, very excited to play, even though it has had some criticism to it, is Destiny 2 on the PC.
Fuck that game.
I can't wait for this.
We all played on console.
I loved it. Dylan hated it. Only Exotic was the No Man's Sky.
We played for about the first. No, not the No Man's.
No
Land Beyond.
No Man's Sky.
That's the game.
We don't even talk about that game, Matt. Come on.
Exactly. That's how bad the weapon was.
The No Land Beyond. Anyways, we all played the first. We all played the first one on console.
Loved it.
About the first 2 years, I loved the grind, man.
It was amazing.
It just brought me back to being able to sit down and play and play and play.
Piece of shit. That's what it was.
I
consider terrorism.
Did not get the best RNG. He did not have the best RNG, but
he was also ass at the game. So
that was back in the day when we played on the console, which we've now moved over to the PC, and I cannot be happier.
I cannot wait.
PC. Like when we played the beta, it just felt so smooth.
It was not a port; it was made for.
Yes, it was. It feels like the game was made for PC, not a console game. It
feels like the game was made by a bunch of fucking retards. That's what it feels like.
Dylan and I played the console beta. We had some fun on there, dwindling around just because we wanted to see what it's about. But compared to the PC beta,
your interpretation of fun and my interpretation of fun are very different.
Just going from the console to the PC, going from this 30 FPS to this 120,
it's
90 to 1. It's
so
just
much better.
Buttery smooth.
It looks so much. It looks beautiful on PC.
Yes, and the gunfights just feel so much better. And that's what I loved is, guns on the console that weren't good were good on the PC. Like on the console, the hand cannons were bad. Hand cannons were garbage, but on the PC,
they rule.
You've got better aiming, because you can control where your shots go and how fast you shoot. They were dominated, which I love because it brings a totally different element of the game. And I'm really hoping they've said they are. They're balancing PC separately from console, which 100% needs to happen. There's no way they could balance the console and the PC together. If they just did that, it'd be absolutely insane. Yeah. But so far from that standpoint, from what I've played, because none of us have played on the console because we waited for the PC, I liked what I saw. I do wish, I saw a thing I've saw on Twitter and I've seen some content creators talk about Destiny 2 is
lack of content.
What was the saying? It's a mile wide, but an inch deep.
Yeah.
Basically, it has all this content to play, but it has no reason to go back and replay them. Is the thing.
Like taking away the re-rolls.
Yes,
of the
random roll.
One of I think the biggest
dumb
mistakes.
idea. Stupid
It was horrible.
And that's just another thing they've done. Appeal for casual players.
And that is, it's good for some players, but like the hardcore players, like
I can understand. I can understand because that's where they make the money. Is the people who buy the game right off the bat and want to play for a little and then they move on.
Go away, fucking helicopter.
When you look at the numbers, 80%, of the people who play Destiny are not going to be putting in 200 to 300 hours on the game. It's just, it's not. People have got work. They've got jobs.
Give me a second.
It's like us.
200, 300. I put in like 1,000 or 2.
Freaking helicopter circling my building.
How
don't I hear that?
But it's just, the more that I've watched as the game's been out, because I've been curious. I wanted to see, what am I going to get to play?
Trash. That's what you're gonna play.
It's been more disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get me wrong. I am excited to play the game. And
I still can't wait to play.
I'm going to play the hell out of the game. But there's just so many things they could have done to keep you playing the game. Like in Destiny 1, they had strike specific loot that gave you these badass looking armor or badass gun that you could only get from that strike, and that gave you a reason to keep playing that strike. You're like, oh man, I want that gauntlet. It looks sick. I'm gonna sit here all day and I'm gonna play this one specific strike just because I want that one gauntlet. But now they don't have that. Maybe they will later on in the future. But it just feels like I've heard a lot. Destiny 2 is a great sequel to the original vanilla Destiny 1. It is not a good sequel to what Destiny 1 ended as. You know, Rise of Iron and stuff like that. It just seems like everything they've added in the expansions, they've just totally forgotten about. You know, all these great features that they gave us at the end have just been thrown out the door. You know, they've made some great changes from the original Destiny, but forgotten about the great changes they made in the past that they should have just included with the game.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a shame. And then also, where's the competitive playlist at, man?
Yeah, honestly,
no competitive playlist.
They have to have competitive.
They've done it before. In Halo 3.
It's already in there. Yeah.
They have made Halo 3.
It's not the same people, but
why can you not just... You've done it before. You've had a game with a great competitive ranking.
Because Trials is fun and all, but if you can only do it
but Trials is not the same.
That's done.
People like to see a number go up and go down.
They love it.
That's just great. People like to see ranks go up and go down, depending on how you do. Why can't you just make one casual playlist that's connection-based, and then make a competitive playlist that's skill-based? You know, because everyone complained about the skill-based matchmaking. You know, it's not that hard to make... You know, I'm not a game developer, but it can't be that hard to make one playlist have connection-based, one playlist have competitive. You know,
I agree, but what are you gonna do about it? Like,
not only that, but you can just tack on so much to that. You know, you have seasons. You know, at the end of the season, if you're this certain rank in competitive, you get this cool looking shader. Like, wow, that is sick. You know, nothing. You don't need to make any guns or any armor or anything like that. That gives you a perk that not everyone can get because they're not as good. You make it all cosmetic. You'd be like, wow, I really want that sick ass shader coming. You know, I'm gonna sit here and play this game for hours and hours upon hours just so I can get this cool shader. And it doesn't have to be PvP they can do that with. They can do that with PvE too, which is it's just little things like this that I don't understand why they have not put in the game.
I don't know. Bungie's just been fucking up lately. Especially with Destiny 1.
It's true, man. They have such a good base that they just have not expanded on. Like, they have such a great opportunity to make something so great.
Like, Spencer, like what you were saying last night about how Blizzard, they spend millions and millions of dollars and really put out the game that you are buying.
Yes, exactly. And it just seems like Destiny is scraping by, you know, and people love the game so much that, you know,
people are going to buy
this. You know, they put out the... I don't want to say minimum, because I feel like, you know, they definitely do put a lot of work.
They definitely do some effort, but Blizzard is just so much better at doing it. They do...
It's just the little things. Like, you can add in...
exactly.
Oh, go kill 1,000 Thrall on this planet with your abilities, and you get this cool-looking aura thing above you, or a cool emblem. A cool-looking emblem. Or, you know, go kill 1,000 players in the Crucible with a hand cannon, you get a gold hand cannon skin. Something
exactly.
like
get
that.
this many headshots and
just like little things.
Call of Duty.
It would give people to strive for.
Why do people play Call of Duty? It's to get the skins and the gold and the diamond and the ranks. That and you know because you're playing the same thing over and over and over again.
To be honest, I don't think many people play Call of Duty because it's a piece of shit. But
well, you'd be surprised. Quite a people still play Call of Duty.
I'm not doing the World of War.
I know a lot of people
or World War II. Sorry,
there is still a
all they do is they gotta grind for the diamond skins for this skin. Gotta get to the max prestige.
Little things like that they could put in Destiny that would just make it take it to that next level. You know, and it's just little things that would keep you coming back to play. You'd be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna hop on Destiny for a couple hours to go kill, you know, 200 of my 10,000 Thrall that I need to kill. And it's not, you know, people complain of like, oh, the casual players can't get it. Well, you know, in my eyes, there's just some things that you're going to get, some things you're not going to get. You just have to suck it up. You have to realize, oh, well, but at the same time, if they put those things in game, I feel like for the casual players, it gives them something to strive for. They'll be like, wow, I really want to get that one day, you know? Maybe next season I'll work harder to get the 1,000 kills in the Crucible because I saw what it was.
Even casual players are running out of things to do, you're having a problem.
Yeah, and it's just like what is the end game in it right now? the raid, and trials.
Which people are beating no problem.
And there's no reason to do, and maybe the Nightfall, but there's no reason to play the Strike playlist right now. The max light level in the game is 305. The Strike playlist, guess what the light level for the Strike playlist is?
What?
140.
What?
Why would you go back and play the Strike playlist if it's not going to give you any gear that's close to what your light level is?
There's no reason to.
And I do like how they made public events like a way better thing now than Destiny 2 or Destiny 1. You can grind public events like all day now and get a ton of loot from it.
So much better.
Great but they just need to have that plus the strikes, because then it varies of like, oh, I could do this to get there, or I could do this. Also with the guns, I do not feel like there is nearly enough guns in the game for non-random perks.
Also, what's the point of changing it from primary and secondary to what is it? What is it now?
Primary heavy now.
No, they have a name for it. It's like fusion.
It's kinetic, energy, and heavy.
Why?
I don't mind that as much for PvP's sake. I could go either way on that. Don't get me wrong. I feel like it does take a little bit of your just the space magic out of it. Feeling badass, feeling powerful. When you had the cool sniper and then the heavy, your rocket launcher, you just felt like, man, I am kicking ass right now. Whereas if in PvE at least, you've just got this bland primary that you're shooting bosses down with. So, I mean, I don't have too big of a problem with it, but what I do have is with the random perk rolls. I would have been okay with it if they had a just gigantic amount of guns, like hundreds and hundreds of guns, because then you would have been getting new guns.
I think there was only 153 guns.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
That's a lot, but
it just
for hardcore players, you get 153 guns pretty fast,
and it's not enough to keep you coming back. Like, why do I? If I've gotten the
best guns in the game, why do I want that gun?
Why do I want to get the hand cannon again? They said. Luke Smith said before the game came out, there's going to be a reason of why you want to collect two of the same gun. There's no reason as of right now to why you want to collect the same exact badass gun that you already have. So it's just, they needed to be honestly double the amount of guns that are in the game right now off the start for me to warrant having no random perks. Because with the random perks, it at least made you want to get that same gun because, oh man, I really want this one set of perks on it for the PvP so I can go crush some noobs in PvP, or I really want to do a lot of damage to this boss. And it's just, and I'm, like I said, it sounds like we're being negative Nancy's right now, like, oh man, this game sucks.
Well, I am a negative Nancy.
I am still 100% ecstatic to play the game. And
but I just feel like they could have done more.
Yeah, it's constructive criticism.
No, I'm definitely a negative Nancy.
Except for our buddy over here.
He says the person who bought the $100 version of the game.
Well, I'm not gonna be the only one who doesn't have it, But...
yeah. That's one thing I'm really hoping for is by the time it comes out October 24th this month, their first DLC comes out in December. So I'm hoping for at least for us PC crowd, as soon as we're done playing all the base game content, we'll be rolling around right around the time of the first DLC drop.
Yeah.
So it should be as soon as we're done, grinding all 2 or 3 of our characters up to the max light, we'll be like, hey, here's the first DLC. We'll be like, wow, that's great. And hopefully, I don't know if it's possible, but because I'm assuming that Bungie's probably been working on these DLCs at the same time as making the base game. They have to have been. There's no way they could have made them in between. So I don't know how much they can.
No content.
Yeah, I don't know how much they could have incorporated from what the community feedback's been off the base game. We can only hope.
Probably not much, to be honest.
Probably not much, but we can just hope that they're. I don't know.
If we want any real feedback, I think we're not going to be seeing that till the spring update. The spring.
Yeah.
One, I should say.
I don't know. Yeah. Bungie's just really let me down. But you know what company has not let me down? Watch this segue right here. Rockstar. And you know what Rockstar is coming out with?
Man.
Oh,
Red Dead 2.
Red Red Dead.
I am beyond hyped for this game. Probably not as hyped as our good buddy Dylan over here, as he is a
Rockstar
GTA
fanboy.
enthusiast. Yes, fanboy.
He eats, sleeps, and breathes Rockstar.
They've never made a bad game. Name one.
I'm with you. I love GTA. I love all the GTAs. Not nearly as much as you, but I could play GTA and all that for hours. That's one thing. Comparing it, I don't know. You can't. It's not really a fair comparison, but to Destiny, GTA's got so much that you can go do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really have that much to grind for, but they just have so many different.
Yes, you do. Online, definitely they have stuff.
Yeah,
to grind
online, but you don't really have to grind in that game. This thing, you can, but they just have so much fun stuff to do in the game. It's wow, I spent the whole day doing all this, and tomorrow I still have all this to do, and then next week I still have. Oh, I got my badass car to soup. I got the badass car. Now I get to soup it up this whole next week. Yeah. So I am a big enthusiast of Rockstar as well. They definitely put a lot. Like Blizzard, they put a lot of work into their games and really deliver on what they're giving you. Also with live updates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When GTA 5 come out? 2008?
Yeah.
They're still doing DLC.
They're still updating.
Yeah.
Rockstar is an amazing.
Yeah, and that's why I am so excited for Red Dead Redemption, because I played the first one.
I know they're going to do a great job.
When I was little. And I was little back then, so I didn't really play online that much. But even just playing the campaign, I loved it. That Western feeling. You just feel like you can't.
Straight Western badass.
Yeah, you can't not feel badass as a cowboy. You just feel so sick. I am so excited. Man, I can't, and especially with the day and age it is now, taking it from, I don't even know when did the first Red Dead come out?
Oh my god, it's been
years
so
ago, bro.
Long.
I was 9 years old, something like that when it came out. I don't even know, but just gonna be, I thought the game was great back then. I can only imagine with the technology and stuff they have now, how just massive this game could be.
It could be amazing.
What
they've learned from GTA 5, because everything they make is a learning experience as well.
Cowboy version GTA. It does not get much better than
I
that.
can already hear Dylan just shitting in his pants.
I came a little bit.
There it is.
We are definitely going to be sinking a lot of hours into that game. I can tell you that right now.
Do you guys know the release date? I don't remember it off the top of my head.
I'm not sure of it either. It did get delayed. It did recently get delayed about 2 months ago. But I'm okay with that. It wasn't going to be out for a while anyways. What's pushing it back a couple months going to do? I'd rather than put out this polished game that's just reminds me of everything of what Red Dead was and more than put out something that feels a little incomplete.
It says here spring 2018.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, at Bungie. Spring 2018.
Spring 2018.
They haven't released. They've released what, a small snippet of gameplay.
Yeah,
and it's in a trailer.
And people are already going insane about it.
Yeah, so there's not really much for us to analyze the gameplay wise, but just due to what the company has been known for and what the previous game was, I think it's only
it's gonna be great.
It is only up from here with Red Dead. I don't see. The only thing I think it could bring it down is maybe server issues or anything like that, but even that I don't think they're really going to have too much of an issue with. And if so, those are small things that get fixed. Gameplay wise, it's going to be solid.
Definitely.
Do you think they're going to do what, remember when GTA 5 released, it was just the campaign for a couple months?
Yeah.
And then GTA Online?
They might, but I'm not too sure. It was only 2 weeks, by the way, for GTA 5.
Oh, whatever, I don't care.
They might, but GTA 5, no, it was a much bigger game, and they knew if they would have released online the first day, it would have been insane. Because I don't know if you guys played the first day of the second week. I did, and it was hell. The servers were horrible. They were literally scrambling to fix everything because so many people were on just trying to get in. Just for me to get past the very first part, which was supposed to be maybe a 10-minute thing, took me I think 2 hours. And because I love the game so much, I waited that 2 hours just so I can create my character and everything. But it was just it was just such a good game, and I know they're gonna do really good with Red Dead Redemption 2 because they learned from their mistakes, right? What happened in GTA 5? They know what they did wrong and they're gonna fix it.
Yeah, and the whole server thing, you can kind of blame on them a little bit, but it's not really their fault. They have.
What happens if they get overloaded? Like they're just loved as a company so much. Like it's not their fault.
They can't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
They can't. Are you sure about that?
Not a damn thing. They can't do a single thing wrong.
What do you think about? Oh, I don't know. Those the Rockstar scandal that happened a little bit ago, where they took money from GTA players that actually earned it.
Really, I did not hear about this.
Where they took money from them because they thought, oh, you can't have that much money without cheating. Huh?
They're clearly cheaters.
So people that were honestly made like 60, 70 million
need to go outside.
Straight down to
what they need to do.
Negative like 2
You know how long it makes to grind 70 million? You're in there for months.
Way too fucking long.
You're in there for months. They need to go outside.
What would you do, Dylan, if you made $70 million and they say, I don't know about that?
Well, to be honest, Matt, I don't think I've ever made over 5 billion. So,
I mean,
70
I'm not
million?
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to myself. I did get in a hack lobby. I got $1 billion once. I bought a bunch of shit. It was amazing.
Motherfucker.
Did the money get taken away from me? Fuck yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But I only had that money for like a week, so.
But you bought a bunch of stuff with it, so.
I
Did that get
so much
taken away?
Nope. Amazing. Yeah.
Regardless, I'm still insanely happy that this game is coming out.
Red Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be... I'm so happy for it.
What other games are coming out?
Anthem.
Another
one.
Anthem.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, nope.
I am excited for this one as well. I'm, as much as I like Destiny, I want...
Anthem's going to be a big ass fuck you.
I want all the success Destiny has had and more for Anthem, I don't care, what... Don't get me wrong, I love playing Destiny and stuff, but I don't care who pumps out the game. I want the game that I'm going to be grinding for, that I'm going to be sinking hours and playtime into, and it seems, definitely a different play style than what Destiny is. It seems like this is a third-person shooter, if I'm correct.
I think it's open world as well.
Yeah. Well, that is also a topic up for debate, because what we've seen so far is only from E3. And E3 definitely is not what games always are when they release. It's always with a grain of salt. You need to take E3 with a grain of salt. Because obviously they're going to pump out the best.
I don't know about it. Don't know about Anthem. Not going to lie.
I don't know about you.
It looks like it could be really good.
Yes, it has the potential.
It has the really good potential. I'm not going to lie about that. But it also looks like they could fuck up really bad. Just every game can do that. Any game can do that. But I don't want to get my hopes up until I see more gameplay, to be honest. Because there has been I remember when Titanfall came out. Everybody loved that game. It was amazing. And then it was the best game.
Yeah, and in its defense, it was good. Yeah, good. Off the rip
amazing.
For a month, solid. Fighting robots and all this.
And then it died. And then the players dropped.
Well, they also never had a campaign.
Yeah, the second one did improve that they did, and I've heard it was really good. I haven't played through it, but I've heard it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
With Anthem, people have noticed, they just say like, "Oh, it's a complete open world. You just jump in, you fly in." How the dude jumps out off the platform. We don't know. I assume that it probably is, but what people are speculating is it's corridored. So like you jump in, but you can't just land wherever you want. You pick a corridor of where you want to go.
Like,
that's what people are saying. Nobody knows.
You guys remember No Man's Sky? Oh,
Nope.
It's completely open world.
We don't talk about
you
that.
guys can do this, do this, with all your friends, and then it was complete.
It was open world.
No, not with friends. It was a complete lie.
Yeah. But I'm hoping it is sort of, that is my perfect rendition of a game, is being able to hop into where you want to go.
Yeah. It is made by BioWare. And
is true.
do love BioWare.
They do. Is a great company. Made Mass Effects. this past Mass Effect was.
It is good.
We don't talk about that one.
I hope it's not. Let's just say it's not like.
Let's hope we don't have some sloppy looking faces. You guys see that
Yes.
meme of people's faces?
As much as I would love some nice droopy.
I mean,
faces,
at least they have
pass on
faces.
that.
Is that what was the Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
They don't have faces.
Yeah, Ubisoft, you're something else. You're something else, Ubisoft.
But
I've always liked
Anthem,
the Assassin's
you
Creed.
know,
games.
I could just. Man, if they succeed on this game, it has the potential.
Yeah,
to
if
go
they do good, they're
beyond.
gonna do.
It's
amazing.
just that I love the system of it too. Like you don't have to pick a certain class. It's the suit system thing, right? Where you step into a particular suit. So I don't know if that means. Do you spec it? Is it like a bit of WoW where you spec into like tank suits? Or you
I don't
Yes.
know yet.
Yeah.
Could be.
So
it is Hunter or Dylan?
yeah, so they were talking. If you like watch the trailer, there's a voiceover, and he
Yeah.
says that the main character he plays whatever suit he picked. He's like kind of a ranged one, and if you look at his teammate that he's with, the chick, she's obviously in some sort of tank kind of suit.
Mm-hmm.
So there are definitely like skills. I'm guessing there's gonna be one for like momentum, like speed. It's faster than all the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. That'll
Like,
probably
there's
be your
probably
base
gonna be
assault.
like
Your base assault
the
one.
normal one where it has a little bit of
Yeah.
everything,
The
decent
base-
health, decent damage, decent speed.
The base assault one is the one that I think that they play as in the trailer.
Yeah,
the
I
one
think
who's
so
playing.
too. I think so as well. Yeah.
We only see
I think
two
what they
of
should
the
do-
suits.
Definitely is no. Remember, they are two more friends do add on at the very end of the
Yeah,
trailer.
and
Okay.
that's what it got me super hyped for the game because it looks like what they're jumping into at the very end is like a 5-man raid, basically. You know, they
with
it's
the
like
storm and everything.
yeah, because they could pull up on the storm. And it's all a 5-man encounter, and the dude's all, "Oh, let me call two of my buddies," and they hop right in, and they go into this badass looking typhoon lightning storm, and I'm just like, yes, whatever that is, yes, I want
Yes,
that.
give me more of that.
Just
just
more of that. And if they expand on, and that might not even be like the total end game. That might just be what you consider in Destiny like a strike. Could you imagine if that was like the bare minimum for their game? If that was just like a strike and that wasn't even like the raids?
One thing that most games like this do need to work on, though, like Destiny's having problems, it has to have a good end game. If it doesn't have a good end game,
Yes,
it's going to be
exactly.
it's going to be a rough game.
I got a feeling it's gonna kind of turn out like the Division.
I hope it
I
doesn't.
hope it's not.
really hope not.
Because the Division was a big failure, and everybody got so hyped over it. And
I've heard they
I
actually might be
know.
making a Division 2.
Really? Who the fuck's gonna
Yeah.
buy that?
Yeah, but and I loved how they had loot drops in Anthem, and just everything got me super excited for it when I saw it at the E3. It's just I'm beyond. I really hope it does well. I really want it to succeed. I don't want to be the negative person who says like, oh, could do this, could do this. I'm hoping that it becomes this great game
I
that we
hope
all
it
want to
does,
play for
but
hours.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, everything, especially with E3, like we said, you have to take it with a grain of salt. So hopefully it becomes this great game that everyone wants to play. Will that happen? Who knows? We saw a bit of the game. The gunfighting reminded me a bit of Gears of War. What about you guys? You guys Gears of War gameplay?
Yeah, I did play Gears of War. I thought it.
Gears of War 4 was great.
Yeah,
I could definitely see how it could remind you of that.
like the third person aiming
Yeah.
and shooting and stuff. I don't know how that will work with like bosses and stuff, but
Mhm.
I mean, it has potential for it, and that's all
It
that really.
does.
Now, granted, it does not come out for quite a long time. I heard
we have a year, right?
end of 2018 is what we're expecting, and that's just a rough. They may be pushed back. Who nobody knows. That's just a rough. We think it might be ready by this date. A lot of
Yeah.
times, games pass the next E3 and still haven't come out.
Oh yeah. You know what? One game I'm really excited for: Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
That game, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
did
don't know
not
if
see
you
much
thought
on
about it.
this. I didn't see that much on this.
You gotta look it up.
There's
It
a
looks
trailer for it.
really good. I'm like,
It's
I'm,
open world like Pirates.
yeah, and I like the art style of it too.
Yeah,
It
I heard
doesn't-
it drew a lot of resemblance to Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
No, what?
No?
What?
It's like
You're high.
No,
as
I heard that the pirate fighting. Well, Black Flag, you fight in a boat, right?
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that's similar. Is there's pirates in it.
So how is the game? What's the fighting in it? Is it like just boat wars, or you actually?
You're a pirate.
You're a pirate
can fight,
in an open world.
You can fight on the boat. You can fight on land. You can
It's
swim.
1 to 99 players. You can play with your friends and everything on the same
Yeah.
boat.
So
it just looks
here's the
a
thing.
lot better.
Yeah, are you with your friends on the same boat, or do you all have to have?
Yes.
So is it like a crew? So am I like the cannon shooter while Dylan's the captain of the ship and Matt's up on the sails?
Yep.
Hey, let's not get ahead of yourself.
Okay,
yeah, Dylan.
buddy.
If anybody, Dylan, fucking go wipe the deck, you bitch.
Oh, ouch.
So there's that.
There's another pirate game that's out that kind of resembles that to me.
Blackwing.
Yeah, Blackwing. Yes, I loved watching that.
It's a lot clunkier. Blackwing is.
Yeah, I've seen it. The reloading and stuff.
It looks funny. It looks really funny, but it's a lot. It's nowhere near as clunky here, Spencer.
Yeah,
I can link you a video if you like. If you like to see the trailer,
I've seen a little bit of it. I just didn't really pay too much attention to it. Was the thing. But I mean, from what you guys described, 100 players in one game.
Yeah.
Is it open like an open world, or do you
world.
queue up for PvP? So if you just find a random ship, you can go raid them, or
I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's what they're selling.
That sounds sick. That sounds sick. Oh my god!
And you can go on islands and stuff.
There's like treasure and stuff that you can hunt for.
Yeah, so like you can go down to islands and like get treasure chests, and while you're getting a treasure chest, a fucking boat comes out of nowhere and starts blowing up your ship.
That sounds sick.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be really. It comes out in 2018. I don't know if there's an exact release date yet. I'm sending it. I just sent you a link in the Discord.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll have to watch that. Oh, is it an Xbox only game or?
Xbox and
PC.
Microsoft Store, so like PC.
PC. So no on PlayStation.
No PlayStation.
That's the thing that really irks me about a lot of these games is the console just holding people back, holding games back.
Days Gone. Days Gone looks cool.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Days Gone.
I just went. You can launch random people out of a cannon. By the way.
Oh my god! What?
And Sea of Thieves. Yeah, and Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
And
that's my shit. I volunteer. I volunteer to be the cannon shooter.
They're getting shot out of the cannon, or the guy shooting the cannon.
Yes.
All right. Do both.
The guy getting shot out of the cannon. I think that'd be so fun. Because if you can land the shot just right, and I just land on the boat and fuck them up, I think that'd be fun.
Amazing. It's like the one thing from Pirates of the Caribbean when they had to shoot all the forks and everything at them because they didn't have any ammo.
I know what you're talking about.
Load everything!
I know what you're talking about.
He gets a fork in the eye.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh man. Yeah, but that looks promising too. Matt, I know you played some Shadow of War.
Oh, I love Shadow of War.
I played the first one. Yeah, I played the first one, and I'm definitely intrigued.
The Nemesis system, they went above and beyond. You literally, everybody in there, it's like they're not your allies anymore. They're like you can actually like get a relationship, I guess you'd say. Like fucking like there's been times like when I'm playing and I'm gonna die. Like I already lost my second chance. The guy's about to kill me, and out of nowhere, I got my friend comes out of nowhere, blocks the attack, and kills him. And it was just amazing. And like because of that, when I took over the base, I made him an overlord. And then there's been other times when that same thing happened, but when he blocked the attack, he couldn't win. And then the enemy killed my teammate, and he gave up his life for me just to save me and shit like that. And it's like, oh damn, that's
is it multiplayer?
It's ish. They have to where say I take over a base. I take over a fort.
Mm-hmm.
I can get that fort and put a bunch of defenses and everything like that, and like put like fire on the walls and big old siege beast. So when you're coming, I'll have fireballs raining down on you and everything like that, and like certain guys to defend. And then you could queue up and you can attack my base using other things such as like things called Oghai, which are just big old cave trolls and other things. It just massive.
I gotta chime in. Just that intrigues me so much is I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Yes.
Like gigantic. And it's just, like Star Wars, it just puts me in that it makes me love it.
It's just amazing.
Just because of what it's based off of.
And you're just attacking Sauron's army and you're just attacking this fort and Spencer, if you love Lord of the Rings, like Sauron or Sauron. So I don't know what I'm saying. Sauron. He's in it so much. He's in it so much.
Oh,
it's
that's
like
good. And I like how it has a different storyline than the movies. It's got a different storyline from the movies.
It's 60 years before, I believe it is.
Yeah, definitely. Because I remember, at least based off the first one, of where the movie.
And there's dragons in this one now that you can take over and shit like that. And it's amazing.
How far in would you say you're in the game? Like
I'm taking on my third fort right now, and I think there's around 6, 7.
About halfway.
About halfway, I'd say. So there's that. And
damn, weren't you grinding it for like a day too? Or a full day?
I was grinding it for like 2 days, but like I like to get everything. I like to take my time sometimes in these games. So I like to get all the story in, and you're gonna like it a lot, Spence. There's the one. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I'll just say, it's like if you like big battles and like the immersiveness of like if you look to your left and you see like your captains getting stabbed and like killing other people and like some insane like if you really take time during those big battles and you just look around, it looks amazing. It looks just amazing.
Yeah. Now the one thing that it has caught some flack for, I don't want to bring it back up.
The loot crates.
Like at the beginning of the podcast, there are some people arguing of a pay-to-win system in the game.
I can definitely see that because using the loot crates, if you buy them, what it could do is it could give you certain characters and certain orcs that are better than the others. Like, so say you get that and you get a legendary orc that you can only get off of loot crate. But one thing that is good about that though is you can get loot crates in game. If you just play the game, you can get a lot of loot crates. Loot crates are really cheap.
Yeah, and then that also brings up: is it really that big of a deal in a PvE game?
Not really, but
that's really that big of a deal.
It's if you're talking about a PvE style, there is literally no difference really.
Yeah, because like PvP, I definitely get it. People are gonna get heated when I killed him because I have this thing. But in a PvE game, you're not gonna be having these. UIs that are screaming at, "Hey, you shouldn't have killed me."
I know about this one guy though. I don't know what the controversy. I heard about him. I saw it in the DLC. I don't know what happened. I think he's still in the game. They did have this one DLC guy that was immortal. He could not die if you bought him. He couldn't die.
Okay, yeah, that's a little too much.
But it was for a good cause. One of the producers, I think it was for the game, or one of the game designers, something like that, he passed away from cancer. And all the funds that were going to that DLC,
that's
some of it were going to his family.
And he also had a smaller play base by DLC time as well.
Yeah. But once again, bringing up to it is PvE. So does that really matter?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, are you really going to be complaining because you killed that orc just a little bit faster? Because that player killed the orc a little faster than you did. But I've heard some people say that you actually need to buy the crates to get past a certain part of the campaign. I've heard towards the end.
I don't know about that. I think if you're just skilled enough, you'll be
That's
fine.
what I'm thinking as well, but some people have been
once I get there, Spence, I'll tell you. But I think it's all skill-based because you don't need the crates for anything.
Well,
if you're good enough, you can make... Because I can honestly... I'm not meaning to brag or anything. I don't fucking need my army. I can do that shit all on my own.
Oh, tell him we got a savage on our hands. You hear this one? Whose man's is this?
The army is just for looks, dude. I can climb that wall myself. I got fucking Celebrimbor up in this bitch. All right? I got me a nice old bow. They try to go in my damn circle when I'm trying to cap a point. Nah, I'll pop a cap in their ass.
Cap a pop. Our friend Matt here is a little dyslexic. He has some problem speaking.
I'm dyslexic.
But yeah, definitely looks like it has quite a bit of promise. Another game just came out these past couple of weeks. It's a great game from what we've seen. Also makes it even better because it is free.
All right.
Fortnite.
I hate those kind of games. I'll be honest. Battle Royale games, I don't like them.
And that is a shame because Battle Royales, I think, are on the come up.
Fucking
They
sucks.
are only going to be getting more and more popular from what we are
I
seeing.
hate them. Well, not if
this Fortnite game.
PUBG keeps suing all these guys for making it.
It's just, I think that there's going to be more and more games that are coming out VR.
I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto has a mode like that now.
It does have a VR.
Not only that, but games are going to start coming out with separate modes of VR. Maybe if it's not a full VR, it's just the mode Battle Royale in itself.
It's just it is just the.
You look at Fortnite. Fortnite was just a normal PvE game that came out.
And I'm not gonna lie, I did own Fortnite, and Fortnite was dying, if not dead. But as soon as they released that,
this Battle Royale,
it was amazing.
Boom, top of
Twitch. I
Twitch.
play the game all the time now. It is. I love Fortnite. It is so much fun with the new Battle Royale mode.
Yeah, it's just an addictive mode for people to play.
It really is.
And and it also is so appealing. It's a free to play. How can you go wrong with that? A free to play.
Yeah, I mean,
there's so many people trying it out right now, and even people on the console. Like we have a friend, he's been playing on the console too.
We don't talk about him.
There is kind of a problem with hackers right now. There is no anti-cheat in the game at all. There might be a little bit, but not one that I know of. There isn't an anti-cheat.
Yeah.
So the only way to get hackers banned is by reporting them yourself. So
and God knows how well that works.
Yeah, and even if you do report somebody, they don't tell you.
Yeah,
so
I've heard a lot of streamers complaining.
I myself have been killed by at least 4 hackers, like shooting me through a mountain type of shit.
And just to think, you're just a normal casual player.
Yeah.
Imagine being like these big time streamers with everybody watching them.
It's gonna be us, dog.
Go after them.
It's gonna be us.
One day. But even I've noticed, like, Dr. Disrespect, he's been tweeting out, and Ninja have just been, like, tweeting out how insane the hackers have been. They say, like, every other game, they're getting killed by hackers.
There is quite a bit of hackers.
So that definitely is something that needs to change ASAP if that game wants to survive and be healthy. Because, like, it's like the Division. That is one thing that a lot of people were really worried about with Destiny. Was people were going to hack. Luckily, it's with Blizzard, and Blizzard has an amazing anti-hack. Yep. But you look at a game like The Division was tanked on PC because so many people hacked. And especially in a game like that, a loot-based game where you can hack, you can just spawn in like 25 with the best auto rifle in the game. Hey, auto rifles for everybody. So on those kind of games, and with any game, you just need to have a good anti-cheat because nobody's having fun when you're going into a game and was he just legit that good and just happened to 2-tap me in the head? Or
nope. Of course not. I'm a god. I never lose.
But from what we have played, it definitely is a lot of fun. I love the building components of the game.
I think
that is something that definitely separates.
Yeah, with those building components, it's just it really changes the entire game. If you
I've seen some crazy things of people building like forts and stuff in the air.
Oh yeah,
like
all the time. Like if I'm ever in the final 3 or like final 10, really, and I'm in that down circle, I have a base up. You have to get a base up. And sometimes if I know where somebody is, I will just bridge all the way over them using stairs, and I'll jump down and kill them.
Mm-hmm. I thought the whole building mechanic and the destruction. Almost everything in the game. I'm pretty sure everything.
Everything is destructible besides the actual ground itself.
Yeah, I think that is so cool. You just go around whacking people with your.
You get a rocket launcher, completely destroy any of their cover.
Yeah, and the pickaxe and all that. I will say though, the looting in that game is getting a little. Yeah.
You just have to know.
It's a little difficult. It needs some work. It needs.
If you take out your pickaxe, it's quite easy.
Yeah, I still
it does need some work.
Yeah, but when you're trying to when you're looking
when you're in the middle of a firefight.
I wish they didn't clump up as much because there'll be some times when I'll open a chest and I have to even just destroy the chest to get any of the loot, and then I see something I want, but it takes me forever to even scroll over it.
Well, even H1Z1 where they just drop a bag and you just drag and drop what you want. Yeah, that would be great.
Too. Yeah,
that's just not part of the game style. Look at how the game looks though. That's not really.
I mean,
true.
You could put that in the game. That was the thing. Put a cartoonish looking box.
You could.
True.
And I feel that
maybe
would
the loot
fix
chest.
things. Because right now I'm sitting here
chest.
staring at an auto rifle, and it's asking me if I want to grab the bandages, which are on the complete opposite side of the pile.
Yeah.
And then you pick it up, and then right when you pick that up, you accidentally drop your blue
Yeah,
shotgun,
yeah,
and then
you're
somebody
trying to
comes
pick that
rushing
up.
up on you.
Yeah, exactly. So that definitely needs some work. That is something minor. I wouldn't know if you consider it minor, but like, that's just something annoying that like, oh man, why the hell do I have to sit here for 5 minutes while I'm trying to pick up my damn gun that I just killed the dude with? But overall, it did look fun. It was fun. I liked playing it. I don't know if I liked it more. I'm more of an H1Z1 person. I think PUBG's a little too slow, but we've got Matt over here who definitely likes
I like PUBG
quite a bit.
More strategy.
Dylan is not the biggest VR fan.
I hate it. I feel like it's lazy. I think they're just copying Hunger Games.
Yeah, you did like Fortnite though when we played it, right? You like playing
Well,
it.
yeah, because I can fuck dudes up in Fortnite, but I don't know. Something's just wrong with H1Z1. Like, physics don't make sense in that game.
Yeah.
It definitely has its issues, trust me. It's just like you said, it's that addicting game mode that gets people to keep playing. And like a game with H1Z1, they have all these skins, but I don't think skins is the reason why people keep coming to play the game. It's just that game mode of fly in, find a gun, shoot, that keeps people like, oh man,
exactly.
I gotta fly in, I gotta get that win. Whereas if you have a game like Overwatch, which we could get into talking about, people come and play the game for skins.
Yeah.
Skins.
Dumbass over here spent $20 on skins.
Hey man, I'm trying to get that. I was trying to get that Cthulhu Zenyatta skin, man. You gotta admit that.
You could have bought a whole nother game.
You bought Rocket League. Great game.
That skin looks sick. Come on, man.
Rocket League also has skins. Just want to let you know that.
I think the Halloween event for Overwatch has been one of the better events.
Also, Rocket League has hats. Where's Overwatch with their hats?
I mean, technically, a couple of the characters' their skins have hats.
They have hats, but you can't mix and match the hats.
Whoa.
Got a point.
What's your guys' favorite skin from the new event?
Cthulhu.
I like McCree's skin a lot.
Yeah, I do too. His hand looks badass. The orange.
It does. That's a good point.
I don't really understand it, but I'm not complaining. It looks sick. I think it's supposed to be like demonified. Is that how you say it?
In the movie, in the movie with Hugh Jackman,
Van Helsing, right?
Yeah, he gets turned into a werewolf. So I don't know how that correlates.
Oh.
So he definitely does get like he has monster genes in him.
I've seen the movie. Zenyatta is by far my favorite skin. Reaper also got a new skin.
He looks so weird without his hood on, or like a hat.
His head definitely looks a little peanut shaped.
Just a little bit.
Could use some work, but his guns do look pretty sick. I do like the guns that come with the skin.
I still think his normal
pumpkin
skins are fine. I think they're cool. Like I have the Plague Doctor one. Dope.
I think last year's Halloween skin for him looked a lot cool with the pumpkin on his head and stuff. But can we talk about that Symmetra skin?
Yo, I think it's the coolest skin that she has.
Yeah, by far. She's a fucking dragon.
You mean Symmetra?
Oh my god, man.
The Indian microwave, back at it again.
Indian microwave, watch out!
But she's literally got dragon in her gun. It fucking blinks.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so badass.
But it's like I told you guys, I just feel like they missed out on a huge opportunity. Why did you not make the turrets eyeballs? How scary would that have been? You run through a door and it's eyeballs, dragon eyeballs,
that would have been so
shooting lasers at you. How sick would that have been?
Or like eggs,
and then the teleporter is like a demon portal.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. Oh man, don't be wrong. The skin looks sick. Just
so missed opportunity.
And Spencer, remember like Doom?
Yes.
Like imagine that teleporter looked like something like that or some shit like that, or like the shield thing like that. That'd be so sick.
Mm-hmm. But I do love the skins that they came out with. I feel like they look really good. I like how they brought back the skins from last year too. I know you guys have wanted to get a couple of them.
Frankenpig.
Junkenstein.
Yeah.
Junkenstein's so OP to play as.
Yeah, he is. He's really OP right now. I love the PvE mode too. The Junkenstein's Revenge thing. I think that's fun as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Even though we suck at it, but still fun.
Yeah, we sucked, but we were on the come up though. We made it pretty far.
True.
I liked all of it though. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
That Hello Neighbor game that is coming out.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
that.
This.
Looks really good
so
as well.
Cool. It's cool concept, cool idea.
It looks really good. Like, I don't know how is it like randomly generated every time, right?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
How does it work then? Because it's gonna have no replayability. But it looks fun either way. I don't know if you've seen anything, Spence. It looks really fun.
I haven't.
Like you have to you're trying to
anything.
sneak into this guy's basement and everything like that. And it comes out December 2nd, I think it was.
Is it single player or?
Yeah, it's single player.
It's only single player.
Okay.
But it looks really fun. It's kind of like a horror-ish, but not like scary type of horror. It's like
cartoonish.
Suspenseful or like cartoonish. Yeah, like you're trying to sneak into this guy's house, but like you can shut off the power while he's watching TV. Then he'll get up, go like figure it out, and like go try to turn the power back on. Then you break a window, then you sneak in, and then like you get to his basement, you find out like, oh shit, he's hiding a lot of deep stuff, and he's like, you can in his like basement go for like miles, some crazy stuff. I'm just trying to figure out what he's hiding.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds cool. I don't know. It's just I feel like a lot of times with single player games, unless it has like a super compelling story, I find it hard to really draw me into wanting to play
The Witcher 3, fantastic story.
Yeah, that's like something like Skyrim too. I love Skyrim story and stuff too, and just how much there is to do in that.
I could play Witcher 3 all day.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
One game of the year. 1 year. I don't remember what year, but it did.
Yeah, I think it did as well. But I've heard that's just another version, a different version of Skyrim.
Yeah. Also, that PlayStation exclusive, Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Zombies.
I'm probably not gonna play it because I don't have PlayStation.
Yeah, it's PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, it looks really good. It
looked like what was the one movie? Is it Z1 or
War Z,
where it has the
where it's like
that
an enormous
zombies?
Yeah. It's
just a
looks
ridiculous
like
amount.
Yeah,
and
it
looks
so
fast
cool.
and stuff.
And the guys just spraying into the horde and stuff like that.
I like how they do that different, like that take on zombies, because just your average slow walking.
It's just like it's been done before. And it's not like.
Whereas these
like
zombies is something.
Like The Walking Dead, those type of zombies, humans are more of a threat than zombies.
That's the thing. After a while, you just get a little stale of, there's this dead thing, but he's walking 1-2 miles per hour at me, Whereas these ones are just like hundreds and hundreds of them sprinting at you.
Sprinting at you, climbing up walls, flipping over things, just trying to run.
Seems like in this game, that's the road they're going down, is more of these super hostile, swarming zombies instead of these slow-paced, here, let me grab you, but you can just, shake me right off of you real quick. Which has been fun in games in the past, but I'm interested to see how that will form out. Granted, it is PlayStation exclusive. So
it does look. I'm still gonna I'm gonna live stream it and stuff, like watch it on live streams.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch some of it probably. I don't know how much it's gonna take off.
I like
due to the fact that it's only on one console.
And with the open world inclusion, there are multiple ways to attack certain scenarios. That scene in the trailer where there was hundreds of zombies rushing the camp, that could have been avoided, which I think is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be just zombies all the time.
Alrighty. Well,
alright.
I think that about wraps it up.
Wraps it for tonight. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Pretty solid, guys, for the first one. Not bad.
Thank you for coming out and watching the first episode of the DSM podcast. You can catch us you can catch us on YouTube at The Grind, definitely go look it up there. It'll be nice and edited and stuff like that. And then also follow us on Twitter at DSM_podcast for all your gaming updates of when we'll be, posting videos and stuff like that. It's going to be a weekly podcast, so definitely tune into the next one.
And if you're watching on Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, follow our Twitch account at The Grind as well.
Yeah.
So you can watch it live and ask questions, and we can respond. But,
everything will be in the description of our YouTube video. So,
and tune in next week. Our first podcast in the books.
oh.